Who are two of the key cognitive development theorists, and what are their main contributions to the field of cognitive development?
Two key cognitive development theorists are Jane Piaget and Lev Vygotsky. Jane Piaget believed that children of a younger age answered questions differently to children of an older age. He believed that through their environment, children, by learning through their mistakes, he believed that the children learnt more about the way that they think. So for themselves, if a situation happened where they had to think for themselves to get out of the situation, the environment would be that it would have an impact on their thinking. Lev Vygotsky used the social knowledge to affect a child's thinking. He believed that children of a lot less knowledge learnt from children with more knowledge. He believed that through the environment, children could scaffold their way through to progress to the next levels. So children that could complete a task were on level 1 of the zone proximal development, and then they would progress to the second level, which would be of assistance from another person for them to progress to completing the task even further.
Can you please provide an example of the application of cognitive development in the classroom? In your example, please specify the grade to which your examples apply.
For cognitive development in a kindergarten classroom, I would have a memory game of visuals, where the child would have to look at the visuals, and then for me to hide the picture, and then they have to give me detail of what they have seen, and to make sure that it's the correct visual. So there would be 3 visuals lined up, and they would have to choose the one that has missing, but they would have to give me the detail of which one is missing.
Who are two of the key moral development theorists, and what are their main contributions to the field of moral development?
Two key moral development theorists are Jane Piaget and Lawrence Kohlberg. Jane Piaget believed that reason, not emotions, were the basis for moral decision. He believed that there was 2 stages which helped to clarify how children learn to make their own decisions. The first stage was children's views of rules were as unbreakable. They believed that their parents' views were the only views. And then the second stage of them, as they grow older, children begin to learn that they do have their own opinion about situations or on any views of their own, and they look at a broader image instead of just looking at the consequences. Lawrence Kohlberg continues on Piaget's studies, and he develops on the stages of the theory of moral development. He uses real-life scenarios which he puts children in to see how they react to different situations. He uses use short experiences to view children's moral reasoning within the situation. The experiences provide quality of reasoning behind their resolutions to the dilemma.
Can you please provide an example of the application of moral development in the classroom? In your example, please specify the grade to which your example applies.
Again, I would use the kindergarten classroom. I had found a activity which I would use, which is called bucket filling, which gives the children an invisible bucket, and they have to, if a child does something nice to them, then both of them get to fill that invisible bucket up. But if someone does something mean to them, then both of them have to dip the bucket, so then both of them lose their fillings of the bucket. This activity will show children with the respect that they need to be able to develop for the rest of their life. They're showing their morals towards each other.
Why do you think it's important for teachers to have an understanding of cognitive and moral development?
It's important for teachers to have an understanding of these two developments because it is a basis of their teaching. If they don't have an understanding of these developments, then they won't have a view of how each child is progressing in their life. I think you need to know how each child is able to grow and learn new skills from the basis of each development which these theorists have provided for us.
How will teaching about theories of cognitive and moral development help you in your teaching practice?
Learning about these theorists will help me in my teaching practices because it gives me a basis to learn and to teach my activities to my children. If I have a basis of these activities of information, then I'll be able to extend this experience to the children by giving them the appropriate age group experience that is needed for their age group.